Recording in progress.
Getting a couple of last things lined up and waiting for Dr. Preeti Mudliar to join us. One moment. While we're waiting, I'll get the presentation on the screen. And to let you know, my name is Stuart Creek. I am with Simplilearn. I'm here with Anna Banerjee, also of Simplilearn. We are the delivery partner for IIIT Bangalore for this program. We'll have Professor Mudliar with us shortly, I hope. Be starting soon. Just check one more thing here. Okay. Let me do a little bit of introduction while we're waiting. We're going to be talking about the IIIT Bangalore program on UI and UX design, which will help you become a creator of products that delight users. So we'll be talking a little bit about UI and UX design. We'll go over what the program offers. We'll talk about how the program gets you job ready for this field. We'll go over enrollment steps and we'll handle your Q&A toward the end. So if you have questions for Dr. Mudliar, for Anna, or myself, please put them in the Q&A function. We'll go back to our title slot is Anab is checking on Dr. Mudliar's availability here. And welcome to our live stream audience as well. Waiting for Dr. Mudliar to arrive. Hello, Naman.
Hello.
Hi, Naman. Are you there?
Hi, Stuart. Yes.
We're waiting for Dr. Mudliar.
Yes, I've.
Okay. Just to reiterate for our LinkedIn audience, this is a preview of the program from IIIT Bangalore on UI and UX design, which will help you become a creator of products that delight users. Get started shortly. I'm going to start the process here, and Dr. Mudliar can join us. So,
Yes.
we'll talk about what this program offers. Yes, go ahead.
So we have launched this UI UX program in collaboration with IIIT Bangalore, and this program specifically is targeted at audience who want to move into a design
Steps.
role, into a UI UX role, and specifically design is getting more and more prominence these days, with more and more companies transforming themselves as software companies, and design is at the forefront of it. Even the specific like interface and software which we are using right now is also uh, designed by some designer. Uh,
Thank you. Just a moment, as I had a small network problem. And we're back. So Naman, you were saying about UI and UX design. Would you go ahead,
yes.
please?
So UI UX design has always uh, shaped a lot of product firms, a lot of software firms. It is always used and very crucial for success of products, services, and various systems. It is used by firms across different industries, be it product firm, be it IT services firm, be it consulting firms, be it hardcore manufacturing firms, hardcore, let's say, hardware development firms. And we all know intuitive interfaces have always let users understand information and control it in a simple way. Let, even this, let's say the software we're using right now, Zoom, we have like various buttons, keywords, a lot of functionality, a lot of experiences delivered to us in one combined software. And UI is also a part of this whole software as well.
Yeah, and it's interesting to note that unlike many years ago where software was designed for the efficiency of the company that was producing it to make their processes more efficient, software now is designed for the convenience of the user. And in many cases, for example, an app like Facebook, you don't get a software manual that instructs you how to use the program. They rely on the idea that the user interface and user experience are so intuitive that when they offer a new feature, you'll be able to pick it up immediately. This is why this is so critical to the success of projects. So Naman, if you could go over the parts of the job that a UI and UX
Yes.
designer does.
So, at a high level, a job of a UI UX designer is to first of all identify the customer's core problem. When let's say we are trying to build a product, the designer job is to first of all identify the customer's core problem. What is that we are trying to solve? Get a full hands-on in-depth knowledge of who is the exact customer, how, what are the needs of the customer, what drives the customer, what is the specific customer looking for. And then you have to make sure that you are building a customized usable experience for the specific digital users, and creating those will always involve designing flowcharts, designing graphic designs, taking care of the each and every element which you see on your screen. There is a well-defined research process, hardcore testing goes into it, and then eventually a final product with a intuitive, valuable, and defined user experience comes out, making sure that it is usable. This is the core difference between UI and UX. A UI always makes a product beautiful, but a UX will make it more usable, which is why a lot of user psychology is also involved in terms of UI UX design. You have to understand the needs of the customer, how they think, and make sure that a design is equally usable and adding a lot of value to the customer.
Um, let's move on. There's a sample job description. This came off of Indeed, and this talks about the particular requirements of the role, and you can see that the job of the UI UX designer is to work with development teams to create intuitive and enjoyable user experiences and user interfaces. And so the designer is involved at all levels, product discovery, in design and delivery, understanding and empathizing with the customer, then working with the product owner to develop a product vision. So this is a role that goes through the entire life cycle of the product. And you can see some of the requirements here, being able to use research and data to guide recommendations, prototyping, presenting design solutions, doing human-centered design, working with tools like Figma and Sketch, familiarity with web coding, HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and having a portfolio. It's important to include in your resume for this job. So we're going to talk about how this program is going to help you qualify for jobs of this type in this world. Can you tell us a little bit more about these, Nauman, or
Yes.
shall I?
So, when it comes to UX designer, there are different types of role wherein designers collaborate with different product manager, engineers to eventually build a product. It could be the role could be called a UX designer. It is sometimes it also called a UI designer. You can get into a web designer, someone who is actually goes and design core websites. There could be a UX researcher. For example, Adobe hires a lot of UX researchers. The job is to identify and build new user experiences, new user interfaces. Then there could be a UI developer. It could be a UX developer as well, wherein a designer will also work in collaboration with engineers, with product managers, to sometimes even create new set of designs. I'm seeing like some questions coming up on the panelist. So yes, if you are an existing designer, this is a very strong course for you to upskill. Even if you are not from any design background, you are from any other background, could be engineering, could be even sales, could be you are coming from a category role, you could be coming from a hardcore coding role. You can always move into design role with the help of this program.
Right. So I'd like to ask a question. And this question is, what has stopped our members of the audience from enrolling in a program of this type up until date? If you are on a streaming service, YouTube or LinkedIn, you can put A, B, C, or D into your chat or comment box. And I'll leave this open for another 10 seconds. And we'll close in 3, 2, 1. Poll. So the biggest objection in our audience today is not finding a program that has a comprehensive curriculum that covers all of the kinds of skills, tools that we've talked about so far, and then not being able to get practical experience that you can use to demonstrate to a potential employer or your current employer the new skills you've acquired, and finding it difficult to learn from pre-recorded videos in just a self-taught mode. So let's show those to you. Let's move on and talk about this program.
All right, so Simplilearn has tied up with IIIT Bangalore for to launch this advanced certification in UI UX design. It will be like duration is 5 months, and I'll just call out the core features of the program. So in terms of curriculum, this is a very comprehensive curriculum designed by making sure that the specific components of the curriculum are exactly what is needed in the market. We have studies across different job descriptions, the demand in the industry. We work with corporates to build this curriculum, and it is very well aligned with the needs of the industry. Each and everything which will be taught in the specific curriculum is the actual hands-on skills which we are teaching you, which will be directly used in your future jobs. The course will have capstone projects which will help you eventually build a portfolio. So for everyone who is enrolling in the program will eventually create their own portfolio, which improves your chances of getting a job. So someone who is coming up with a portfolio, who has the design ready, they can showcase their work. The probability of getting a job increases by 50% for you. And we will also have faculties from IIIT who have clearly vetted this curriculum, and they have clearly like gone through the curriculum. Their feedback is taken into account, and then finally this curriculum is designed. There will be expert instructors from Simplilearn who are already working in the industry, who are actual designers who have been doing this for quite a few years. They are going to teach you in live virtual classes, and there will be interaction with peers and the instructors. And you can, most of you are already working, so you can also fit this into your lifestyle, and eventually this classes and the sessions can happen over weekdays, wherein you can take out some time, upskill yourself, and eventually grow into a new role or upskill in your existing role.
Okay. And at the end of the process, you receive your certificate issued by IIIT Bangalore that attests to the fact that you have completed the core curriculum successfully, produced a capstone project that has met the standards from the program. You'll have hands-on learning with the industry-based projects along the way, not just the one capstone. There will be live master classes delivered not just by IIIT Bangalore faculty, but also by top design experts from the industry, including Amazon, Adobe, and Microsoft. So these are working senior UI UX designers who will give you the benefit of their experience and expertise in the industry. And part of this program, which Naman will describe later, is the Simplilearn JobAssist career service, which will help you in your job search once you've completed the program.
And so I just want to add one more thing here. So these live industry expert sessions from Adobe, Amazon, Microsoft, these are existing designers who were in your stage before few years, and they have gone through this whole process of becoming a designer. They have done it themselves, and these sessions will help you get mentorship, guidance, how their journey has been, so that you can learn, get guidance from them, learn from them, and eventually follow a similar path as they did, and eventually end up at top jobs in top fan companies as well.
Excellent. Naman, if you can
Sure.
describe IIIT Bangalore to our audience.
Yes. So IIIT Bangalore was one of the first uh, tech school based out of Bangalore. It has been high focus in terms of delivering quality education, research, entrepreneurship, and especially innovation. They have a strong focus in terms of innovation, entrepreneurship, and also design. They have identified as one of the core factors in terms of leading innovation, which is why they were IIIT-B has a strong interest and confidence in this specific program, and even IIIT-B has a strong brand name when it comes to digital technical design skills, and a lot of corporates across the industry, a lot of recruiters have widely accepted IIIT-B as one of the like top colleges in India.
And they work closely with the corporate sector to make sure that they're training people to meet the requirements of jobs in the new digital economy. So
Yes, and IIIT-B is also ranked one in terms of technical education by India Today, and also they have received top 1, 2, 3 ranking from different college ranking companies, be it like Forbes, be it India Today, be it like Times Higher Education.
excellent. For this program, you must meet certain eligibility and prerequisites. If you could describe those for us, Naman, and how strict they are.
Yes. So first of all, I want to call out you need to have your bachelor's degree with at least 50% of marks, minimum 1 year of experience, and you could be coming from any field. You could be from any field. You could be as aspiring designer. You can always take up this course. Even existing designers who wish to upskill, this course is also open for them. So there is no entry barrier in terms of your current role. You could be in any role. You could be working across project, across design. You could be working across coding, sales, development, manufacturing, and you want to switch your careers, so this course is always for you.
Excellent. So we'll ask one more poll question, second of several. And with this poll question, we're asking, sure I've got the right poll question. How much experience do you have? We're just curious to know in our audience today what the distribution is. I'll close the poll in about 5 seconds. Here is the result. I'll share that. So almost 60% of our audience are folks who are still in their studies. And the remaining 40% are people with some experience in the workplace. So that 40% are the cohort generally who are eligible from the perspective of the 1-year minimum experience requirement. On to how this program prepares you. So we talked about a online learning environment, and the environment is completely digital. If you can describe how the features of the online learning environment work, that would be great. Unless you would prefer me to do that.
Yeah. So in terms of the learning environment, Simplilearn has its own learning management system, which is an online software where you will be able to attend virtual classes. There will be tests. You will be given capstone projects, eventually building your portfolio. And once the whole program is completed, you will receive a final certificate from IIIT Bangalore. In terms of our core learning management system, it is a very sophisticated, well-established software that we have been building over the past 10 years, and it is very sophisticated in terms of you'll have the features to have peer learning, managing your curriculum, get pre-reads, you can even collaborate with your partners, and eventually learning management system which helps you not to worry about any other component in this today's like fully digital world, and focus primarily on learning and improving your skill set.
The learning management system lets you see your entire program curriculum, all the core courses and electives, keeps track of your progress through them, gives you the calendar of live classes, provides the environment where you take the live classes, where you interact directly with your instructors and peers. It also includes a community forum where you can interact with your fellow students, ask them questions, get mutual support. There's a 24/7 support desk that Simplilearn operates to make sure that you have the ability to ask questions about how the platform works or about the subject matter at any time, because we know you may be working on your schoolwork at any time during the week, 24/7, according to your schedule. Miss the video. You wait for just a moment. I will bring that up. Apologies for the confusion here.
So these are all the core modules which will be taught in the curriculum. It starts with user experience design, where you learn the whole user design process, all the life cycle, the whole framework. Then you eventually tap into user interface design principles. Then talking about UI prototyping and styling, where you learn all the key elements of a user interface, including like buttons, including text, including colors, including uh, the whole interface. And then research testing, and then finally what all you have learned, you'll get the option, you'll get a capstone project wherein you'll have to implement all of your learnings and create a portfolio for yourself. And this portfolio will increase your probability of getting calls from recruiter, probability of getting jobs. Along with this, core like expert faculties and professors from IIIT-B will come in and deliver master classes. There will be industry expert sessions from experts at design experts at Adobe, Microsoft, and Amazon, and you will build some design core websites from scratch. And in terms of electives, we also offer a design thinking course as well, which will help you uh, think about your user experience from in terms of solving problems, in terms of adding a lot more value.
Okay. You also will learn to use various tools. If you recall from that example job description that I put up, a couple of the tools that they called for, Figma and Sketch, which are very important tools in UI UX design. And that those tools, InVision, Balsamic, and more, are tools that you will use in the projects and labs for this program. And you'll be called on to use them all in your capstone project. So at the end of the program, when you see those on job descriptions and when you put these in your resume, you will have the confidence to say, I have used these, I'm familiar with them, and here are examples of how I've used them. This is really a great way to prove your skill set and build up your toolkit. And then we've talked about the capstone project, but the key point of the capstone project is it's a 3 to 4 week process. It's the final module in the program, and you work under the mentorship of your instructor, who will make sure that you clear any blockers or doubts. They will meet with you weekly, make sure that you are coming up with a solution to your problem that will meet the requirements of the program, and you get to choose your capstone project problem to solve from several different domains. So you'll be able to pick a problem that interests you and then work on that and create the solution entirely on your own with the mentorship of your instructor, and be able to put that into your portfolio to demonstrate to your current or future employer what you are now capable of doing in UI UX design. Is that about right, Naman? Have I described it correctly?
Yes. Yes.
Thank you. All right. Our program advisors, IIIT Bangalore, include Professor Sridhar, Professor Prakash, and Professor Mudliar, all of whom are very experienced and qualified in their academic fields, and have also, as you can see, especially in Professor Prakash's case, a lot of industry experience. He has created 2 startup companies, and so you're going to get a curriculum that is designed and supervised by people with both academic and practical industrial experience. So you know that this is a program that is tailored to the requirements of industry. And here are some of the people that have presented in this
So,
program. Go ahead, Naman.
yes. So these are designers from the industry, Amazon, Microsoft, and Adobe, who are going to deliver mentoring and industry expert session where you will get the option to network with them, get guidance from them, learn about their journey, how learn about how UI UX is implemented within Amazon, Microsoft, or Adobe, how they have curated their journey, their career, and how they are looking forward to design as a career line, and what all problems they have themselves faced, and they could like tell you about it, wherein you will also uh, learn the kind of problems, the kind of obstacles which come in the way of becoming a designer, and how these people overcame them, and now they are working at top fan companies. So it is basically you get advice from someone who has already done it.
Always extremely valuable.
Yes.
Talk about learner outcomes. And this is where we will describe to you the JobAssist service, because at the end of the process, once you have received your certificate, if you are going to be looking for a new position, we can give you help in that regard. So Naman, if you could describe some of these.
Yes. So, along with the program, you will get a subscription to Simplilearn Job Assist, wherein you will get uh, free access to expert webinars and career events with industry leaders, where you could get the opportunity to network with them, wherein jobs are also posted. You also have the opportunity to network with folks and especially recruiters to get into jobs. This membership is in association with IIMJobs, wherein you will also get the opportunity to become a premium member of IIMJobs portal, which has a very wide employer network. You will get access to unique jobs which are not available to free customers, which is only available for premium paid customers. And then you will get guidance in terms of writing your resume. There will be people who will assist you in writing your resume, making sure it uh, goes past the ATS tracking system. And you will also, a person will mentor and support you in terms of building the best resume, which typically takes 1 to 2 weeks. And then there will be, uh, to get you prepared for the interview, there will be interview with a practitioner SME who is expert in this field. They will interview you and prepare you based on your resume and help you, provide you with continuous feedback so that you can continuously improve yourself, iterate yourself, and eventually get ready for the final interview. So this is like all the three pillars for of preparing for interview: getting access to jobs which everyone does not get access to, help in terms of writing your resume, rewriting it, optimizing it with the guidance from top experts from IIMJobs, and also one-on-one interview service which will help you prepare for the final job and that final interview.
One of the things about the resume rewrite service is that resumes now go through automated tracking systems. So the first process your resume has to go through is an AI bot that will match it up to job description requirements. And the ability to write a resume that can pass that filter and still be attractive to a hiring manager when it lands on their screen or desk is a really kind of an art form. So this is extremely valuable to you, as is the one-on-one interview prep for the different levels of interviews that you're going to encounter, from technical interviews to management and cultural fit interviews. We talked about expert webinars, and Simplilearn runs a series of webinars that are no cost. They cover various topics about career building, job search, care and feeding of your careers, building kinds of personal skills and soft skills that you need in your career, looking at the state of the art in industry sector, and even, as you can see, taking a 1-hour short course, mini course, or a lesson on a particular technical topic. So we'll be covering various different areas along the way, but this is an ongoing series. It's available to you for as long as you like, and again, at no cost. So based on what we have described to you so far, question is, are you interested in enrolling in this program with IIIT Bangalore? Leaving this open for another 10 seconds. We'll close in 3, 2, 1. And almost 3/4 of our audience are interested in enrolling in the program, which is great. So let's share with you the enrollment process. Steps are very straightforward. Aman, if you could describe this.
Sure. So all you need to do is you just need to submit an application on our website, or the URL of the program can be posted on this chat window. You just need to go there and apply. Your application will be reviewed, and someone from our accounts web from our admissions teams will reach out to you for taking the next steps forward. You just have to go and apply.
And as Naman said, I'm putting into the chat window now for you the email address to contact our learning consultants, as well as the web address for the program page. So that's available right now in the chat window. The next cohort of classes starts 11 March 2023. There will be an induction or introductory session before that, but the actual live classes start on 11 March, and the course program cost is $1,29,800. That's the full price of the course, but it can be financed over time with zero cost financing for as little as 4,309 rupee per month.
Yes, so you just have to pay 4,309 rupees per month. That is all.
Once they begin the payment process, they're able to enroll and take the classes, correct, as long as they're engaged. Is that correct, Naman?
Yes, yes.
So again, for more assistance, you can either use the link that is in the chat window to go to the program page, but you can also email us at askus@simplilearn.net. So, question for those of you who are interested in this program: how soon would you like to start? Are you looking at joining the cohort that starts with March classes? Are you looking perhaps at April or May? Would you be looking further down the road? Numbers are slowing down, so I'll leave this open for 5 seconds more. And the poll. So about 28% of the audience wants to start either in March or soon thereafter. And the rest of you are looking 6 months or more down the road. Again, we recommend that for those of you looking further down the road, do contact us at askus@simplilearn.net to get any of your final questions answered, and also to keep in touch with us to keep track of future cohorts. At this point, we'll do questions and answers, and I will take this down so that you can talk to us directly. And I'm looking into Q&A to see if I can find questions. I think you have access to that, the Q&A, Naman, so if you see questions you'd like to address, going through.
I'm just seeing where is the Q&A.
Yeah, I'm scrolling down through here. Will we get a copy of this presentation? You will not get a PDF copy, but you will get a link to the recorded session so that you'll be able to review that. We'll be sending that out in email in the next day or two. Rania asked a question for you, Nama. Does this require coding, or what are the prerequisites in terms of programming knowledge for this course?
No, so you don't need any sort of programming language. You could be having any background and just match our eligibility criteria in terms of having a graduation and 1 year of experience. And you don't need to have any sort of programming knowledge to take this up.
question about the fees, but I think we already discussed those. So 1,29,000 and some odd, 1,29,800.
And also based on your profile and based on your past background, you will also be eligible for some scholarships, which our admissions counselors will talk to you about once you apply.
That seems to be all of the questions that we see here. Apologize if you have questions in our streaming audience. I'm not seeing them at this point. What do you think about the Google UX course? How would you compare this, Naman? This course
So
to something like what
yes.
Google offers directly.
So this UI UX certification from IIIT Bangalore will provide you with certificate from esteemed university IIIT Bangalore, which has a strong legacy and a strong base. You will, and these will be delivered via live lectures, which are not in that specific program. Also, you will get strong guidance from industry experts from Amazon, Adobe, Microsoft, and you will eventually get helps in terms of training yourself from interviews. You will get job assistance. You will get the coaching and training in terms of preparing your resume, preparing your applying to jobs, and eventually finally get into a role. So these are the additional features of this program.
A lot more depth and substance.
Yes.
Partiv asks whether there are options for scholarships. Does that apply?
Yes, there are options for scholarship, but that is entirely based on your background and your profile. Once you apply on the web page, our admissions counselor will reach out to you. They will evaluate your profile, and then you will be eligible for some scholarship.
Excellent. And that covers all. Oops, sorry, didn't mean to scroll through that fast. That covers all of our questions that I've seen. So let's get to the last part of our I'm going to ask this last poll question. With this last poll question, if you are interested in receiving a proof of attendance for this session today that you just attended, answer yes here as well. But this is generally a question about, do you need help from our learning counselors at askus@simplilearn.net. But again, tick yes if you're interested in getting the proof of attendance certificate for today's session. We'll leave this open for another 5 seconds. All right. About a third of you are interested in getting live assistance, so please do contact us at askus@simplilearn.net. The QR code will take you to the program page as well. But we do thank you for being here. I'm going to put into the chat one last time the program link and the email address so that's at your fingertips. We did have one question that came in late about the timing of the live classes. Naman, when are the live classes held?
So the live classes will be held on weekends from 6 to 9 p.m. on IST.
Excellent.
So you don't
And
have to compromise with your existing work schedule.
right. All the other work that you do in the course outside of the live classes can be done on your own schedule at any time during the rest of the week, 24/7. So that's one of the great things about this program. And Thank you again. I want to thank Naman and Arnav for being here, and we look forward to welcoming you into the learning community with IIIT Bangalore and Simplilearn. That concludes our webinar for today.
Thank you.